Alrighty, Roo, welcome back everybody to Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. I'm your beautiful host, the Miss Sky Bunny. So we're not quite to the class trial yet, but we are in like the second half of the investigation time. We just finished, I think we just finished the music area, so. Alright, with this we must be close to finished investigating the music venue. But I still need to talk to Mikan. I need to make sure I get those autopsy results from her. How about it, Mikan? Have you found anything out by now? To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault! This music venue's just too hot! Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Because of the heat? Is that possible? If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death. I see. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird. Even if the heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. First Ibuki, then Hiyoko. And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders. Huh? Imitation murder? Huh? You don't know Hajime? I thought everyone already knew. It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work like a song or a film as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder? Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie. The one that I didn't see? That movie? The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed two people. The girl was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that? Excuse me, if this really was an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed? You've seen everyone, you dumbass. It's certainly conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a second. Everyone's standing in front of you. What are you all talking about? An imitation murder? One person might have been killed? I didn't see the movie. Are you guys worried there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I prepared a perfect countermeasure. And on this school killing trip, the same blacking can only kill a maximum of 2 people. You mean you've added another rule? Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the blackened would be able to secure an easy victory, right? Yeah, you could just poison everyone. This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into those tiny brains. Actually, that's a good question. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will be no more killings? Since you're here anyways, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just wanted to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games. I don't want to consider this a possibility at all. And I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers? Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hiyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time, right? but we can only vote for one person. Right?
弱りましたね。
If we can only choose one based on majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory. Yeah, you're right.
ほら、
So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2? Or 4 incidents overlap one another? That clearly doesn't relate to this case. Move on. Shut up! It's okay, I'll make extra sure something like that never happens. I love how he was in... Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time. So it's safe to say that applies to this case too. Oh, right, fine. There's always one killer at every given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Oh, boo. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. You made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. I see, so there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little. That makes things a little easier. Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people, it means that third victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough! You guys keep saying that and it sounds strange to me. What do you mean by imitation? Could it be you haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
だからさ、
Like I said, that movie.
あらら?
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. The fact that all of you went and saw a movie by Monokuma makes you the losers, not me. Of course, it's an imitation of that movie.
あのね、
Well, based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie as if it were copying it. As if they copied the movie? I see. Nagito mentioned something about that. Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings? You should come later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater.
君は
I see, so you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you go watch that movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that. And I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate.
あの
Where do you intend to go next, Chalky? Probably the hospital, for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
確かに
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hiyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. I'll definitely give it my all until the end. Just remembered, I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hiyoko's room is. It might be faster to just ask someone. You're here, right? Come on out. Huh? Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Which room was Hiyoko staying in? Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. I mean... I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? That's a good question. Lucky for us, we have a key! Maybe if I use this... It opened, just as I thought. This key was Hiyoko's room key. Smart, Hajime. Alright, I should go inside. The key opens a door. Wow. Brilliance on this man. I don't see a dom. So Hiyoko was staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but... I feel a little conflicted.
Arara?
Huh? Did the door open? How did you get inside? Yeah, Hiyoko put the key in her komodo, so I used that to open it. Oh, I see. What? Did something happen? No, it's just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. Your fault? What does she mean? Wait, first... Aha! Now I can relax about the Monokumas. Like, always on my brain. The moment Hiyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right? However, her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in the room. She had another reason. Besides the disease, what other reason would make her not lock herself in her room? She can't tie her own komodo? Her kimono. Her kimono? Yesterday I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be a good idea for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it. Hiyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. They are really hard to tie. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower. But then she couldn't tie her sash anymore. Mahiru's no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh? The others might have thought it just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. They're really hard to tie. Like, I had like two ladies like doing mine. Hiyoko told me she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru. That Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own. She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Sayonji-san? もしかして着付けでお困りなのですか？
バカ！何言ってんのさ。できるに決まってんじゃん。だって小泉お姉に教えてもらったんだもん。だからもう一人でもできるんだもん。
でしたら鏡のある場所でやってみたらいかがですか？ほら、ライブハウスの倉庫に大きな鏡がありましたよね。大きな鏡を見ながらやればきっとうまくいくはずですよ。それに、あまりお部屋にこもっているのもお体によくありませんし。
And that was when she kicked me out.
まさか。
Could it be Hiyoko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hiyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told anyone. I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. Nobody knew? If that's the case, how did the killer know Hiyoko was going to the music venue? I actually feel bad for Hiyoko in this one. Something's wrong. She's just wrong place, wrong time. I don't think there's anything else in here. Alright, so we have to go to the hospital and the movie theater. Wait, really? Hiyoko? Hey, Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happens when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. Yeah, because you need 3 people. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue... You met up with Mika and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason. So we had no choice but to break down the door and discover Hiyoko's body was suddenly there too. Well, that's what happened. This is the most important plot. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall... Didn't you hear me? A body was found! Body? Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies like Nagito in order to confuse us? Oh, no. Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monomi. I see. So Kazuchi and Sonia didn't appear, huh? Do you think those 2 are suspicious? Well, Hiyoko was killed. Between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those 2 are the most suspicious since they went with us. That might be it, but... While we're at it, let me tell you my yellow boy, too. I trust you. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mika panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh? While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
Yeah.
No, we went to the movie theater and that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikan and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hiyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape. It's true. I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact that Hiyoko was killed and we did discover her body...
Huh?
What? Do you still doubt me? Well,
Takuyo.
I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for, but... So don't worry, even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and casing you in concrete. I'd want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. Yay! Man, we have a lot of clues this round. Alright, so we have the hospital and the movie theater. I think the movie theater is probably next. I end up seeing this anyways, even though I was... No!
Yeah.
Hi, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. Yeah. That means you noticed it too, right? The case is an imitation case, in which the killer used their movie as a theme. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched that movie yet.
なるほどね。
I see, then you really should watch the movie first.
おい
Hey, manager!
呼んだ
Yes? Did you call me?
あれあれ
Hajime's the customer. Do you have a problem with that?
しょうがないな
And you said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're a really tough guy. You were so devoted to being a tsundere. You even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million.
What?
You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing.
聞いてよ
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it, why don't you show Nagito? Stop it! But my resistance was in vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker. It's a pretty nice sticker, isn't it?
じゃじゃ
See, it's this one. I'm sorry I was born stupid. You bought this for $1.5 million? Hey, at the time you said you would do it. But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
どうぞ
Okay, here you go. It already says on the invitation card, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date onto the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. 10:04 a.m. Specific. Don't worry, I only plan to watch once.
楽しみに
Then I'll go
待ってて
prepare the
ね
projection wheel. Please wait a bit, okay?
ね
Ah, Hajime, about that invitation ticket. I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Huh? Why? No reason. Just think of it as a protective charm. Oh, it has something to do with the tote bag, I think. I guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations. Like, I think it's like the first person that came in got the tote bag, so the ticket will be like...
ダメだ
Hold on, I'm still in the middle of preparing. Don't rush, don't rush.
なんちゃらクロー
Pasty
で
boys get
脳
hated, you
天
know?
しだした
They might even get hated by
ユーモ
boy
ア満
bears
点なお
too.
仕置きもあるかもしれないよね
You can hate me all you want. I don't care.
ありえないよ。
Hajime, I can't believe you bought that thing and you paid $1.5 million for it too. But even you said you should have settled it with money to get out of seeing that movie. You did say that. You're right. But that means I would have had to buy that thing, you know? Just leave me alone. That reminds me, the item should be on top of the counter. This one looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with a decal of Monomi's face on it. Oh, did that catch your eye? It's an all-purpose tote bag useful for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item. Only one person can have it. If the totem bag is gone, it means... Whoa there, were you interested in buying that tote bag? Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold. Who'd you sell it to? Stupid, there's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that'd reveal who the killer is. I mean, you kind of did just by that. So the killer bought it. Oh! I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited item, right? It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference? When you buy one bag, you get another one for free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. Where's my Monokuma? Monokuma's account. Man, there's literally a lot of... Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue. Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away. This is exciting! Hey, let's drink some coffee while we watch this movie, shall we? A pretty nice movie theater. Not even. This movie sucks. Written on the left side. World famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D. From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this 2.5D. That sounds so half-assed. Now then, please relax and enjoy the film. Sometimes it does the voices and sometimes it doesn't. It's really irritating. Oh.
出生率より死亡率が多い老人ばかりが住むど田舎に生まれたモノクマは
Let's enjoy some coffee while we watch this masterpiece of free theater.
ある日軍事演習中の攻撃ヘリコプター AH-64 通称アパッチの作る竜巻に巻き込まれてしまい
so brilliant.
物見の国に飛ばされてしまいました
Oh, no.
故郷のど田舎に帰って老人たちから事あるごとに小銭をせびりたいモノクマは何でも願いを叶えてくれるという魔法使い物見に会いに行く旅を始めました。その道中で彼は心強い仲間たちと出会うことになります。
Yay! Fantastic!
脳みそがない物見かかしと出会ったので自殺を進めたところ
Gasp.
首をつって死にました。途中で勇気のない物見ライオンと出会ったので弓矢で貼り付けにしておきました。
So that would be Akane missing courage.
途中で心のないブリキの物見木こりと出会ったのでバラバラの鉄の塊にしてやりました。そしていろいろあった挙句魔法使い物見のもとにたどり着いたモノクマはなんやかんやで最終的に物見をやっつけて
Of course, of course. Wonderful, bravo, bravo.
最終的になんとなく彼女が支配していた王国を乗っ取りました。こうしてモノクマは老人たちを下僕にしてかき集めた年金で優雅に過ごしましたとさ。
At least it's not that long.
めでたしめでたし。
Yay! Bravo! That is the best work of theater I've ever seen in my life. Oh man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving that it needed 2 boxes of tissues, one for each head. Now then, let's meet again at the class trial. Goodbye, bye, bye. I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe this situation. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even a movie? But thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Just like he said, the characters who were killed in the movie matched the victims in this case. Ibuki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death too. How does it match the lion? The lion was full of arrows. It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people. But it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer's upset about that right now, or... If the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but... I'm not sure if that's even true. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right? Yeah, so? I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get that from that shady-looking alley where all those machines were lined up? Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too? No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are used as part of the same unit. That video was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor. But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcasts based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera on monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it. However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right, you did work on that. You did work on that. I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's really only been a few days. As long as the music valent, it's impossible to broadcast with this.
Hinata-kun.
Hey Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? See, he hadn't told anybody. Did you see something with this camera? Oh, I wanted to ask you that too. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions. Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video on that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging there, just like it is now. But the whole display was pretty dark because it was just using candlelight. There was rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know it must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder and without any hesitation, she climbed the stepladder of her own free will, and then she grabbed the rope and that's all I saw. Candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything anymore. Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model.
Huh?
Hold on!
Ne?
At the time you said you didn't know the person was wearing the handbag was Ibuki, right? Yeah? You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try and stop her. But I didn't make it. Still, if she climbed down the stepladder on her own, doesn't that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide? What do you think, Chiaki? She had gullible disease. There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so... Hey, don't think for so long. If you just don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way to be able to figure out that easily. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading there now. Upset. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. She said the conference room, but why would she have mentioned the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might just be overthinking it, but... did she seem a little upset? What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch? Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki? Are you there? If you turn on, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What's fully exposed? Yeah, Hajime. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out my eyes, jeez. Oh, bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that than I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window. Were you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it. I got it. Got what? The curtains in the conference room are designed to completely block out the light. There's a projector in here, so they probably were careful about shining light through.
ほらね。
See? A black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect! A black light blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So is something wrong with it?
Oh,
I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. Still, what was that all about? That bit about being embarrassed if I look and troll fail? Hajime is a teenage boy. I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? Guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place. Isn't that everything? Yeah. Dang it, I only had 11 minutes.
やっほー、元気してた？
No.
モノクマだよ。いい感じ。学級裁判が始まるんだよ。だからまた、モノクマロックの前まで、なるはやで集まってね。ふぷぷぷ。じゃあまた後でね。
So this again. Need to go to that place again. But now's not the time to be a coward. I need to... The reason Ibuki and Hiyoko became victims. In order to find the truth, there's only one thing I can do. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. And soon enough... Is everyone here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial? Hey, jerk! Hold it right there! What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells. My brain works just fine! Yay! Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? Oh, I see. So you've come to avenge him, eh? Avenge? That sounds like he died! Sounds like you say, oops! Anyway, since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent. Nelson, I gotta go first! Hold on, I won't let you escape! Hey, did you hear what he said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it, there's no way Nekomaru's dead, he's just trying to piss us off. Of course he's not dead. There's no way, not in a million years. More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. That's what I was wondering. Why are you so excited about that? Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail. What are you saying, fiend? We'll find out soon enough. Hora! Then let's go. Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended towards the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined-up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller. But I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. This is true. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, the elevator began its deep descent as usual. But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say, The elevator descended deeper and deeper. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place. My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Oh, well, 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either. Yay. Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
Yeah.
Why bother? What? Now then, let's begin. It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy to your heart's content. I will, thank you. I appreciate your... And so the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. Ibuku Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just melted away. Or got more because she unlocked the door without permission. Hiyoko Sayonji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. The person who killed those 2 is among us. I definitely can't believe it. This page is very red. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I have to find out, no matter the cost. For our sake. For our friend's sake. For Ibuki and Hyoko's sake. And so the curtains to the 3rd class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. So this episode is a little long, but it was kind of weird to cut it up into sections, so I apologize for that, guys. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Make sure to like and subscribe. Au revoir!
Danganronpa.